Hey guys, Kevin here for the Cypher Zero channel. I'm doing a Cinderella Girls profile, red and blue, mixed languages, because obviously I didn't start this and start getting this until English came out, and then I went ahead and get the Japanese stuff from the second set. So, yep, and I'm glad I don't have to do this over wstext.com, and that would be a little you know, a little boring, so it's nice having him physically here. So, yep. Well, we begin. Start with two perseverance. If you don't know already, she lets you top check on attack, and if it's a music character on top, when you top check, you add to hand and you discard a card. And then if it's not, then you keep the reveal card and leave it as it is. And then when she sends to the waiting room, you can scry one. And then either you keep it there or put it on the bottom. I still I have a lot of experience with this card, and I still like it. Some might substitute it with other support zeros, but I still like it as it is. And it's great with a hand fixing. So, here. Next, I'm running only two of the Akatsuki clone run, that she fixes with blue cards. Well, for you guys don't know, you ditch one, you look up to the top four cards of the deck, you pick a blue card out of one of them, and you add it to hand. Again, with the other card, I still like this. So it helps you out with a brick hand, and it still fetches the Minami pretty well, or other stuff if you need. So that's my spiel. The new card here, I need two Kome. Her effect is you look up to the top four cards of the deck, and you take a climax from them, and then and some of the rest of the venue. And then if you, and the more important part is when you take a climax, or if you take a climax, you have to discard one from your hand. So, with that clause, if you whiff, you don't have to discard a card, and it's really nice to not play. To not have to play Pikun. So the blue or yellow, or the blue one, yeah, blue Pikun. So yeah, really good card out of the new set, and currently testing it too. I think it has a good number, just as it is. And then if I have any doubts, I run one of the Team KBYD Yuki. She's pretty much a blue Pikun, but also if you rest 2, give a character 2k. And that effect is kind of important if you want to get over stuff. And yeah. So yeah. So in theory, this ratio looks pretty good. And then for the reds, we're running the new Suicider, the Momoka. And then her other effect is when your opponent plays a climax, you put her in a stock. So yeah, I really like her because it stops the mirror, or like other series that relies on reverse effects for the level 1 combo. And yeah, it's all around good. Next is 3 of the Miku. You ditch a climax and you salvage one, and then if her from damage with her attack cancels, you send her to stock. So this is probably one of the better better additions here because you get to salvage on if you're climax flooded, and also you can pitch and over. If you don't already, I'm playing the asterisk combo, so you pitch it over, and then you get the level 3 Miku, and that's all. And then the rest is history, I guess. And it allows me to play Anya to be a little more consistent if I have that combo. And then for the brainstorm, the only brainstorm I run is the Konako Salvage Brainstorm. It's still pretty standard staple here, and it's a pretty good number at 2. I've tested at 3, and I'm surely I can make room for one more card that can help me out a little bit more. So it's a good card at 2. Next, and lastly, I picked up 3 of the Natsuki in the second set, and her effect is when over heartbeat version is on the climax area. She gains the ability of being a red and yellow, or red and blue color in the waiting room. So, and then that also means when you mill it, from using Miku's effect, or level 3, she gains both. She procs both abilities. That's pretty much the key. And her other ability is it's kind of like Inazuma from Kentai. When she dies, you pay 1, damage yourself 1, and you discard 1 to look at up to the top 6 cards of your deck and pick one red or one blue and add to hand. It's in the West Room. So yeah, it's a little more of a turbo kind of card, and yeah, I really like it. And I've seen people running in force, but for a test right now, I'm doing 30. Yep, that's the level 0s. I think that's 17. Yeah. Next are the level 1s. I'm running Hanami. There's really nothing much to say here, but yeah, if you're new, what she does is she gains 15 if you play climax, and then on reverse, and you look at the top 4 cards of the deck and add a music character, and after that you'll give a character 2k. So yeah, pretty much everyone is aware of this card, and so they're playing against you and whatnot. So you can instead of playing Manami, you can also play the Miku 1-0 from the first set and play 2 soul. But I like the pants in this kind of deck. So yeah. And then I still play the 3 striker Manamis 1-0. She gains 500 for every music character, including herself. So she's still a pretty good beater. Yeah. I'm thinking about replacing her with an Anzu, 1-0 Anzu that gains 1k. But you have to, I think, if you have 3 or more music characters, she gains 1k, and you can't play her if you don't have a climax in the waiting room. But most of the time you will by level 1 anyway. So yeah, and then last of the asterisk arena, where 500, and when you play over, you look at the top 3 cards of the deck and you arrange them in any order you want. Yeah, pretty standard combo. And then the counters I play at level 1 are the 2 2k counters. With as much as stock as this deck generates, you can play the 1-1. I forgot her name already, but the blue 1-1 counter that scries 1. So yeah, and that could be a 1-of. Level 2, running now. 2-2. 500 for every other music character. It's still pretty strong, and she also has hand core. With the low level 2 count here, it's pretty good. Tight situations, and she swings for 2 soul. Next is the 2-1 Miku assist. She gives level 3 characters 2k, and you top on play, and you top check your deck, and if that's a level 1 or lower, you can put that card to stock. So yeah. You can play this or the new 2-1 Reina assist, but that gives a runner ability to one of your cards, and combos with Wonder Goes On, which is something that I don't run, unfortunately. But in the future, I might incorporate it. Round out at level 2 on the board. I'm still running the Arlyrics Arena, but yeah, so it's a decent 2-1 8k. Really, when you're playing everyone's leader the second time, or if you can, it can get really big. So yeah, this is pretty good. Still good card to run without the 2-1 Miku that bonds with her. But yeah, and I don't think I don't need to run that anymore. So, but her alone is still pretty good. Next is and obviously the stable 2-1 sack counter. Self-explanatory, really. Okay, level 3s. I'm running got the 3-2 Rena that heals, and then she combos with Heartbeat, the Heartbeat version of Over, which is I'm not using at the moment, so no, I'm only using her as a healer right now. But if I had a Heartbeat Over in the waiting room, she'll get the ability of looking at the top 2 cards of the deck and rearrange them. So it's like a smaller over back row, smaller version of her back row. And then I'm taking 1 Anastasia for a finisher, and with, as I said before, as with the salvaging Miku, I can get this consistently in late game, and with 3 Minami targets, it's pretty good. And then 2 of the advanced play Anzu. When I get, for the record, when I'm able to get the Trancing Pulse Rin, this will be a replacement, or Anzu will be replaced. And what Anzu does is, if you have 5 or less in the deck, you play her at level 2, and then she gains 500 for every other music character, and she's a heal. So for that reason, that's pretty much the relevant part, is that she heals and she gets big. And then also like some people could or it's either they'll expect a Anzu when you're running low, or like don't realize that that they have to refresh you at level 2, because yeah, that's pretty much why. She's pretty good. And then the main payoff is the I'm running Arrow 3 Miku Mekawa. With her you can salvage an Over on play, and then she'll gain 1k for the turn. And then when you play Over on attack, you can if you milled a if you milled a red card, you deal 1 damage to your opponent, and if you milled a blue card, she gains 2k, and the card facing her loses 1 soul until the end of your opponent's turn. She gets both of those effects. So she gets the 2,000 and minus 1 soul facing her until the end of your opponent's turn. So yeah, that's pretty much the payoff. It makes the deck pretty consistent in finishing. And then the two events, I mean, still like this cat rock counter. If you have two reds and two blues, this has counter step timing, and you rest it on your opponent's characters. So like, yes, that can generate more stock now than before when it was plain set one. So still a threat, but it can be outclassed by the red counter in some situations. But I still like the card. I mean, by the compass. Yep. And then the climaxes, easy. 4 Mina no leader, or everyone's leader, and then 4 overs. So yeah, I'm trying to. I might think about picking up heartbeats, mess with the ratio, but I think this is still really consistent. And you know, in the most part, set 2 brought more utility and more consistency to this build, and makes it a little bit more fun to play now. Of course, I pretty much cut out Maria because I'm striving for 100% consistency when using Miku's effect. So I mean, I know Maria's a good card, but yeah, it's a backup plan, really. So pretty simple how to play this deck. I mean, it just it really depends on how you like your level 0 setup, because the rest of the deck plays the same as regular Asterisk, or as the set 1. So yeah. Any thoughts, comments you guys would like to input? Thanks, guys.